called again?
Convincing Idiots.
Convincing Idiots.
Called it ham gravy.
I informed them that I sided with the stat man, not just anyone's opinion, the stat man Brian Fisher.
These kids today.
Jingle All the Way is in fact the best Christmas movie of all time.
I need to get Grandma a present, and my herpes is flaring up. I got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, yo, yo. I'm the millennial
We're
Santa.
three friends representing three different generations. That's our whole shtick. That's our thing.
Mm-hmm.
Nick got the whole poop.
Mm-hmm.
I'm standing in the sea
Caucasian.
breeze, holding a turd, just mightily. I'm just going hitting hats.
Anyway, on a lighter note,
Convincing Idiots is live in 5, 4, 3.
And welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the vodcast. Welcome to the broadcast. Boys and girls, welcome to the show. This is Convincing Idiots. I am the Honeystick Dean, the Zennial.
I'm Brian
Stick.
Gen X.
And I am a millennial. My name is Nick. And I'm here to tell you that we are convincing idiots, which Dean also said, but I'm here to reiterate because sometimes Dean is forgetful and, let's face it, maybe a little bit stupid from time to time. He might have forgot to say it.
Yeah,
But he
you
didn't
got a
this
point.
time. He didn't this time. So we applaud him for that. Good effort. We are convincing idiots. We are a podcast of three friends. We represent three different generations. And we like to talk about nerd and pop culture stuff, things that we agree on, things that we disagree on, and just all around just being buds. Just being buds. And if you would like to be if you would like to be our buds, bud, then you can go over to our Convincing Idiots link tree. Just type in Google Convincing Idiots link tree, LINKTREE. There you will find links to all the social media accounts that we have, including Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok. We are on YouTube. We have an email account. That's there. All the places you can listen to the podcast. All that good stuff is there. Website that can be found at convincingidiots.wordpress.com. That's WORDPRESS.com. And there you'll find all that good stuff, as well as a little bit about us and ways that you can help us and continue to support us if you wish to do so. So we appreciate any and all support that comes our way, whether we're getting 10 seconds of your time or 10 hours of your time. We are here
That's a lot.
to just blurt shit out of our face holes into your ears, and we appreciate whatever you consume. So we're here for another episode of Convincing Idiots. Ladies and gentlemen, we are recording this on the final day of November. Tomorrow is December 1st. We are getting into the Christmas season. But before all that happens, I would just like to take a minute to tie a little bow, if you will, on Movember, as it were.
Yes.
Movember has come to a close. We all participated to varying degrees. Some of us didn't stick it out the whole way with the mustaches, but we're not here to judge the quitters of the show. Some of us held
You
on to the
didn't even
mustache.
fucking do one. Yeah, it's not a mustache if you have chin pubes.
That's just not true, Dean.
Yes, it
a
is.
mustache
It's called
is
a
still
beard.
a mustache.
No, it's called a beard. If
No,
you
a
don't,
beard is what goes below your face.
And
Okay,
you have hair on your chin.
riddle me. I do now because it's the end. But riddle me this.
I did not see a smooth
So what is it?
skin under there.
What is an Amish man's facial hair if not a beard? Did Abraham Lincoln not have a beard? What is that?
He
What does
did have a beard. That doesn't. No, it doesn't work.
Because he didn't have a mustache. So that's just a beard?
Yes,
But it can't be a beard if there's no, because a mustache is included in a beard.
a mustache simply is the hair above the lip shaved under.
That's not
Look,
true.
That
A mustache is still a mustache, even whether or not it's part of a beard is irrelevant. It is still a mustache.
okay, fine.
Well,
then you
there's
can't
different-
give me shit because I have a mustache.
I'm saying
right
you
now.
shaved yours though. You had a mustache. You completely took it off, and I'm just saying that's not in this. Like I said, Dean, I'm not here to pass judgment on people
Oh,
that
I
just
think
quit
you
on
are.
people
But I
that
think
quit
you
on
are.
things. That's not my place. I'm just here to celebrate Movember and the people who
I
did
am
actually
too.
give a damn
All right.
and about men's health and everything. So
Well,
anyway,
maybe it's because you can't grow an actual beard. that's why you put up such a fight.
sure, but the mustache is good. So fuck off. The mustache
But you
is
don't
here.
have one, so
I do have a mustache. Fuck off. Anyway, We're getting distracted. We all took part in Movember in various ways. Some of us stopped and started. Some of us did it the whole way. Whatever. Anyway,
Some of us weren't allowed to shave under our chin. Because
we did.
I don't want to say whip, but no, go ahead, Nick, by all means.
I am not allowed. Well, see, okay, fair enough. Anyway. Anyway, we all donated to the Movember cause in various ways. And I, of course, as a Toronto Maple Leafs fan, just wanted to call out Austin Matthews of the Toronto Maple Leafs. I don't know if you guys knew this or not. But when there was a whole commercial about, he did it last year too. There was a whole commercial. He's known for his mustache and stuff. So his pledge was if he could raise $134,000 for his Movember campaign, he would shave his mustache. Last year he did not reach that, so he kept the mustache. This year he ended up with like $140,000. So that's the Movember account. Obviously I donated to. So the mustache has to come off. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow or what, but in any event, it's all a fun thing. I mean, I'm sure it'll grow right back, but it's a fun thing for people to take part in and to see different people of various statuses doing things like that to get their donations up. So did you guys run your own Movember campaign, or did you donate to someone else's?
I ran my own on my Facebook page.
Yep.
Okay. So did you have to give the money back since you stopped in the middle, and start over?
No, nuts. No. It went to the charities. And I also would like to point out a little bit that was a long way around the tree, and a lot of this argument and a lot of this talk just so you can bring up fucking Austin Matthews on this podcast.
Well, you kept distracting me.
We know that's what it was. You know, Brian, he did all of this. He only brought it up just so he can utter the words Austin Matthews on our podcast.
Yeah, and I would have gotten there a lot quicker if you weren't sitting there denying me that fucking lip hair included with a beard is not somehow magically a mustache all of a sudden.
You called me out. I had to defend. I have honor.
Okay, let's go with the guy who's been able to have a mustache the longest. He will know. Brian, if you have...
He didn't shave his chin either, but you know.
Lip hair along with chin hair, is your lip hair no longer a mustache? Does it cease to be a mustache?
It depends on the whole ensemble. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if you have the mustache with, I think yours might be more of what's called a Van. Like, do you have like the side hair? Or
what he's able to grow, yes.
What is
okay.
It's more of just
and he can't connect it here, so it's never actually going to be a connecting beard.
Because I know like a Van Dyke style is like a mustache with certain hair. It's not a full beard. It's not like a goatee.
Right. It's the chin little thing with the mustache.
Yeah, I think it's like the soul patch thing with the mustache, and that's more.
When Nick grows it out, he always looks like an evil magician.
Yeah, so it just depends on the whole style. I mean, I tend to agree with if you just are sporting just a mustache, then yes, it's just the hair with the clean shaven, or it's something else.
So you're saying the area above the lip with other hair is now a beard?
No, it's just that it's the complete style that one is sporting is what the look is called. So it's like a goatee is obviously the whole with the hair shaved. The whole full beard is, I don't know. It's just my opinion.
So if you were eating a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and it got you right, you totally cleared your bottom lip. With a full-ass beard, connecting everywhere, and all the fucking everything, the I's are dots dotted, and the T's are crossed. You got a full beard. All the chin hairs, okay?
Yeah.
You totally clear your bottom lip. However, you might get a little glob of jelly above your lip. Would you say that jelly, you have jelly in your beard then?
No, you're probably right. I would say it's in my mustache portion of my...
A mustache. Interesting.
Yeah.
I rest my case.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Right.
Well, can we move on and talk about the most important thing about...
No! Yes, sure.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I don't know.
I was just going to welcome, because tomorrow is December 1st. By the time you're listening to us, it will be into December. And let's all put our hands together and welcome Millennial Santa.
Hey,
yes.
Yo.
Yes, yo.
There he is.
That's right.
He's even got the red shirt, the green hat. Look at him go.
Mhm.
He's all about it.
That's right. And so, actually, you mentioned Austin Matthews. Dean and I hit the same. We had the same goal, and we hit it. And our reward was being able to grow the beard back before the end of November if we hit our target.
That's right.
So you hit 134,000 like 2 weeks ago or whatever. Okay.
Individually.
Individually, each of you. Well, gentlemen, that's incredible. That is fantastic. Cheers to you.
Yep. We are a global podcast. So,
that is true.
A lot of support out there. I think it was our listener in Oman, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, absolutely.
Put us right over.
Anonymous donation. No questions asked.
It definitely was not the people in Ireland that will just simply not reach out to you. It wasn't them. They don't want anything to do with it. No matter how much we plead,
reach out.
They will not reach out.
It's okay. Just keep listening. If you're still listening, we appreciate it. But yeah, so that's there you go. There you go.
You know who I appreciate when it comes down to it? You guys, I'm thankful for you guys to spend this time together.
Yes.
But what I'm mostly thankful for is a young man I met years ago. Beautiful man. Honest man. Trustworthy man. That's
a mighty good man.
It's a mighty, mighty, mighty good man. And his name is Aaron Blake.
Yes.
He is the proprietor of Blake Insurance. I tell you, Blake Insurance is an Erie insurance agency located in Barberton, Ohio. They provide auto, home, renters, business, and life insurance with honesty, decency, and affordability. Erie Insurance is above all else in service. You want to call 234-571-5359 or visit BlakeInsuranceLLC.com for your free 5-minute quote today. When you call him, go ahead and tell him Convincing Idiots sent you.
Very good.
We'll do.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So, moving past the facial hair debate,
yes,
which
that wasn't even on the schedule.
No, it sure wasn't.
So, well, there's the first segment. We'll take a break. Come right back.
Yeah, really. Give us your opinion out there. If you think, if what does a mustache look to you? Is it appropriate to have hair on your upper lip and below, and still call your look a mustache look? We would be interested to. No, we're not that not interested, but
no, we're not.
We're sort of interested.
You can comment if you want. We don't really care.
Yes. Yeah. We actually would be fucking interested if anybody would comment anything. Come on.
Now, I just want to say, this is the last thing I'll say about it, I promise. For the record, I was not arguing that a mustache look, it can be with a beard. I was simply saying that a mustache does not cease to be a mustache when accompanied by a beard. So for Movember, the point is growing your mustache. I've not read the fine print on Movember.com, but I've certainly seen some of the models. They still have beards. They still have other facial hair. Some of them just have mustaches, but there's no fine print that I read personally that said that it had to be just a mustache, no other facial hair whatsoever.
You can't fucking read.
I'm just saying. So anyway, we had a Thanksgiving week. By the time everybody's listening to us, obviously everybody's had their Thanksgiving. We talked about Thanksgiving, but did everybody have a good Thanksgiving? Everybody have a good time? You got to see family, all that stuff. Everybody was good.
Yes, as myself, it was just my mom and I this year. It's the first time it's just been mom and I that I can remember.
Yeah.
Allie was sick and Peyton was away with her boyfriend and his family. She had a great time too. But just mom and I relaxing. I made my first turkey breast in my life on my own. Brined it overnight. Cooked it. It was very easy. Just took a while, but it turned
Wish I
out
had a
great.
brine overnight.
That's right. That's right.
Or some breasts.
Yep.
Brian's breasts.
Yep. That's right. Get you nice and juicy, good for the cooking.
Millennial Santa.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Ho.
No, but it was good. Nice time with mom. So definitely one to remember. How was your guys's?
Mine was good. I had my first Thanksgiving off in 8 years, something like that.
Nice.
Actually, I just got back from my first complete vacation. It's 7 days, the whole week, all jobs off. First time in probably 15 years, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
And it was quite enjoyable.
Good.
Very good. You deserve it.
Well,
I
you
do.
know, Yeah.
You work really hard on ad reads and debates on facial hair. Like, you deserve some time to just
Thanks.
chill.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
you earned it. You earned it. No, mine was good too. I obviously got to watch the parade and stuff, and go to my mom's house where she made turkey and stuff, and see some family. Went over to Dean's parents' house, saw some family, and nice little weekend. Watched a fantastic football game on Saturday. If anyone in this area saw, it was a great game. Good game. You
I saw
know?
people wearing football uniforms. I don't know if I call it a game.
Yeah. Well, it really, I mean, the boys in blue were not playing no games. I mean, they went out and they handled business. So that's what the victors do.
Yep, Doug, we'll give you the Michigan team props.
Thank you. I played really hard.
Motherfucker wasn't on the field.
Yeah. Well,
I worked real hard.
Yeah. Michigan completely dominated Ohio State. It really wasn't as close as the score was. I mean, they just had a heck of a running game, and the kid had 5 rushing touchdowns. I mean, you're not gonna
They're running back.
not gonna win games if you're letting a kid run all over you like that. So kudos to Michigan, and it does continue the rivalry. I mean, it's frankly,
Nick has kids running all over him every night.
That's
literally.
right.
He never
That's
wins.
I'm exhausted. I win if I make it out alive.
That's true. There you go.
First time they won in 10 years. You got to win.
Yeah.
Both sides got to win once in a while to keep the rivalry going, and it sets up next year's game to even be much bigger stakes for Ohio State at home. So it'll be interesting to see
There we go.
next year. But we'll take our time to get there and enjoy 2022 first.
I tell you what. Did the governor of Ohio sign over the lease to the Harbaughs, because we got fucking owned?
You got
this weekend
teabagged by the
fucking
Harbaughs. Yeah, you did.
Holy
Ohio.
shit!
Yep. Oh well. Oh well. That's fine. That's fine. You can accept it when you're dominated like that. It's just like, what are you going to do? They were just the better team that day, flat out.
Normally, I have to pay good money to be that dominated.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep. Well, obviously, you watched the football game, Nick. So, did you guys watch anything else since our last show last week?
Brian,
yes.
Are you asking for us to do? Go ahead, Nick. This is you.
Oh yeah, idiots! No, that's not idiots. It's idiots in. We don't do this for review.
We don't.
Idiot review. We do it for idiot of the week, but we can do it
That's
for
good.
both.
Oh, okay. No,
That's
you
fine.
have a good point. I just
why
like to hear you.
like,
I like to hear you talk. So I got overzealous. My fault.
Thank you.
I apologize.
Appreciate that.
So, Dean, you had a week off. So
I did.
You watched some stuff, and
Yeah, we can't really review porn on here, though, can we? Or is
Oh, we're not allowed to. All right. Hold on. Let me
I've got
change
nothing.
this. Check.
Yeah.
Hold on.
tear off the first 3 pages of your notebook there.
Hold on. 2 of them are sticking together.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This one. My first review is. I know I'm late to the party, but I watched the Shang-Chi
Yes.
Nice.
on Disney Plus.
Mhm.
Because I watched the Eternals, and I went to the theater to see the Eternals, and I don't know how we feel about when you go to see these characters that you don't know, have no idea, you have no vested interest. Eternals was okay; it was good. Shang-Chi I was blown away by how much I enjoyed it. It was fun. It was the action and the fight scenes were awesome. Yeah, I loved every bit of it. It makes me want to look forward to seeing that guy and moving forward in the Marvel universe.
Yep.
And her, Aquafina is one of those comedians where she can get obnoxious and annoying to me, and I was afraid that would be quickly what it was. But no, she wasn't over Aquafina, if that makes sense. She was just the right amount of a comedic relief, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. I think I would give it. I would have only interrupted probably about 4 times.
Nice. Wow.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Very good.
Yeah,
There
it
were
was good.
dragons.
And then Simu Liu, if I'm saying his name, the actor. Yeah, no, he hosted SNL recently as well.
Oh.
He was
Yeah.
very good on
Yeah,
that.
That was good. Mhm.
Yeah,
Have you seen the Old Spice commercial that he does?
I did see that. Yeah, that was pretty
Pretty
good.
funny.
Yeah.
Did you send that through the? I don't think I watched.
I did.
I was thinking it was something on Saturday Night Live. I think that's why I didn't watch it. You sent it before I watched that SNL episode, and I was thinking it was a skit, and then I don't think it was. So since it's an actual commercial,
it's an actual
I'll have to watch
commercial.
that.
Yep.
Yeah, good stuff. Good movie. Well, the best parts of that movie was, I thought, was at the end when they had such the crazy adventure, and then they were back in the bar with their friends trying to describe
Right.
what actually happened, and it was like so crazy nuts to think
right.
about
She's
telling
like,
your friends that story, and then Wong appears through the portal. That was pretty cool. But yeah, good stuff. I agree with you. Good characters introduced to the Marvel universe. So okay,
and the sister is going to be fun to watch.
Yes, they're setting up the
I don't want to give it
series
spoilers because Nick hasn't seen it, so she'll be a fun character to watch.
Which is super rare that I'd be the last of us to see anything.
I know,
Very
right?
strange.
Sure.
Like, I'm sorry, really dropped the ball this time.
Well, when you spend all your time growing a mustache,
probably won't happen again. What, me growing a mustache or what? I beat you to it. Yeah, that's right.
You can beat me any day of the week.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so why don't we go around a little bit there? Nick, did you see anything?
I did. I watched 2 movies this weekend. I did. I seen 2 movies. I won't take too much time on the first one because it's Dean and I saw it together. We took the kids. We went to see Encanto, new Disney film. It was cute. It was good. It wasn't one of my most favorite Disney movies, but I'll make it quick.
Really wish they had reclining seats or maybe a bed I could have fucking slept in.
Jesus. Yeah, I could tell Dean did not like it because he looked like that, like he was about 80, and like he just was like, I don't understand, I don't like it. Like there's ethnic things happening. He was just
okay, all right.
That's what his face looked like. I know. I'm just saying that's
not the
vibe
thing.
you're giving off. Yeah. Okay. Well, yeah.
I don't like child actors nor animated characters of color. Get that stuff out of here. Keep it away.
Yeah, just animated.
I don't like it.
That's where I draw the line. Is animated people of color. No, that is not the reason. It was a shit story, and the music sucked. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think you got the story. Okay. I like the story. I like the so basically the quick rundown is, it's a magical family, right? Everybody in the family, for generations everybody has a gift. Like it's like a power, like a special power or something unique to them. It's unexplainable. They have some power, some gift. Well, the one girl, this main character, she never got a gift. She's like the first person in her family that didn't get a gift. So she goes through the whole thing, all her siblings, all her cousins and people, everybody has a gift, right? They have this day where they turn a certain age and they have their gift.
And the gift is ruining fucking 2 hours of your life.
Okay, chill, Trump. Let me just talk about my movie, all right? Just calm down with the hate. Anyway, so this girl is sweet. She's super supportive. She loves all her family just the same, but she tries to hide the fact that she didn't have a gift. And really, but she's the first one. It's kind of it's a thing she has to deal with. And, basically she kind of finds out that well, I shouldn't say what her gift is, but anybody who is listening that would have children and are going to go see this movie, it's a really good moral story. Disney and Pixar have been doing a great job recently in movies.
Also tell you, don't let your fucking kids listen to this podcast. Jesus, you shitty parent.
I'm not saying I'm spoiling for the kids, but if a parent's going to go with their child, they might want to actually see it and not already know what's going on.
They won't.
Anyway. I don't know if I can pick my spot to jump back in here. You gonna say something or anyway,
wake up Brian because he already fucking fell asleep.
It's a good story. It's got a good moral to the story, right? And I just like that Disney and Pixar movies recently have been gone in a way of just empowering, there's more things based on I guess mental health and things like that, like with Inside Out, and certain just kind of they focus less on the dynamic of like princess prince and like the princess needs a prince, and there's a lot of strong female characters with Raya, which Aquafina was also in, Raya and the Dragon or something like that, The Last Dragon. And there's just been a lot of good movies lately, and this is another great female character. It was a good movie. The kids really loved it. It's a great Lin-Manuel Miranda, who did Hamilton, had a hand in writing some of the songs, and you can tell in certain ones if you're a fan. So it was a good movie. Good music. Dean didn't like the music, a little too ethnic, but I thought it was great. But
I just got a question about it. When did they stop making cartoons with animated hot chicks? We used to have like Ariel and
right.
Belle.
So this is what I'm talking about. Like, we're not really appealing to your childhood boners right now. We're trying to tell little girls that they can be heroes and not that they're there for your tiny little.
Oh, so you're saying like, hey, if you're an ugly little girl, you'll like this because this girl's just like you. Is that what they were doing?
And you can be a hero
if you're ugly. Okay. All right.
Yes. Sure.
All right, ugly kids, have at it. The world's your oyster.
All kinds of ugly people are heroes. Freaking
I don't know about your heroes.
Yeah, there's some. Anyway, the movie that I did see
is my hero, and he's gorgeous. So.
Oh, you almost triggered me, and you took a turn. When his name came out of your mouth, I was ready to fucking
I know, because I can see your boner from here. And then I looked and your boner just agreed with me, shook his little fucking head at me.
His little head. The other movie I watched, which is also in theaters, but I watched on HBO Max, King Richard, Will Smith playing Serena and Venus. He had like 5 daughters, but man, good movie.
Okay.
Very good movie. I wouldn't say there's many curveballs. I mean, if you know the story of the sisters, you obviously know like
tennis ball, right?
How dominant they've been in tennis for all this time. I personally, I love tennis, but I don't know the story of their dad or what. I thought it was odd at first, but I'm going to watch it. I thought it was going to be more of a documentary on the girls, and it is, but also very much about all the work that he did to get them to where they were. Not only, and I mean just how they grew up.
Was he a dickhead? I mean, does it make him look bad?
No, and that's maybe the most inspiring part about it is like we've all heard, everybody that's achieved greatness at like a professional athlete's level. A lot of times there's somebody behind him pushing him real hard, like to get him over that hump to great, and they're like Andre Agassi, for example, in tennis. He hated tennis, but his dad, like I read his book, his dad like taped a tennis racket to his hand when he was like 3 and he wasn't allowed to ever put it down. Like his dad literally willed him just on his own accord to be a tennis player, but he hated tennis. But these girls, he did push them, but it was never in a overbearing, like he was trying to make like them live out his dream or anything like that. But he knew what it was going to take. He grew up very poor. He grew up he talks at the very beginning about how he had to run in his town from the police, from the Klan, he was always on the run, and he was his goal to make a better life for his kids. And it was very uncommon for a black man at that time to take such an interest in tennis of all sports. It was, especially at that time, a very stereotypically a very wealthy white sport that you could get into, and really it was not very accessible to people of color. And the things that he did, the people he pursued, and all of the hard work that he put into those girls, and it really wasn't over the line or anything like that. He just knew what it took for them to be great, and they wanted to do it, but he knew how to push them in all the right ways. At least, I don't know what percentage of the movie is completely factual, 100%. I don't know. But Will Smith, obviously, is a fantastic actor. He does a great job. It's a really good movie. Dean interruption wise, I'm probably maybe like 4 or 3. it was definitely it was above average for sure. You don't have to be a tennis fan to like this movie. It's just a great biopic, and King Richard, check it out on HBO Max, and it's also in theaters. Strongly approve. So, Brian, what did you watch?
Excellent.
Anything?
What do you rate the other movie? What was the other movie again?
Encanto was it's probably, like I said, it wasn't
12?
one of the best best Disney movies, but I'd probably put it at like a 6. Dean Interruptions. It was very entertaining. It was good. You know, so yeah. As
That's
long
good.
as long as you're open-minded and accepting of all cultures and things like that, you'll enjoy it.
Yeah,
Or
I
like
like what you said
shitty
about
music.
I like what you said about the message for young girls, though. I mean, with having a daughter,
Yeah.
I mean, I do like the fact that she grew up too. That, like you say, movies kind of changed, and there's definitely more powerful female heroes and characters out there with Rey and Star Wars. There's a bunch of them anymore. So that's terrific. Anyway, one thing I watched over the weekend was Red Notice. That's the new movie on Netflix with The Rock, Ryan Reynolds, and Gal Gadot. Good. It's a fun action movie.
She's a treat.
Yeah, it's just the budget for this thing. I mean, it looks like a theater budget without question. I mean, it's a Netflix specific movie, and they definitely spent some big bucks in this thing with just the actors and the effects. So it definitely has a theater budget feel to it, but it was just good. They all played off each other very well. You get what you expect from Ryan Reynolds. You get what you expect from The Rock. Gal Gadot, though, I liked seeing her because she's like the
bad guy.
The bad guy in this thing, yeah. So she's obviously she's incredibly sexy and everything else, but that to use it's cool seeing. It wasn't like I'm watching Wonder Woman in this movie. This was like I'm watching a good actress, Gal Gadot, in an interesting role for her. I did not think about Wonder Woman at all. So it was very, very cool and good for her, and just definitely has some interesting twists. I'm not going to spoil anything here because it will ruin everything, but check it out. Have fun with it. Red Notice, and they did set it up to where if they wanted to, and I'm sure I know it's streaming it's got a lot of views on Netflix. It's in their top 10 for a while. It was their top streaming movie there for a minute. I mean, it would, they definitely could make sequels to it and pick it right back up if they want to go that direction. So, Red Notice on Netflix, I give it probably a 4 interrupting Deans. It was better than average.
Oh, okay.
So, fun, entertaining action flick. So, check it out.
Cool.
Dean, did you see anything else? We're kind of going around a little bit here. You were off for a week, so did you watch anything else worth talking about?
I've watched a few things, but one thing I wanted to bring up is Cowboy Bebop. I watched the first episode of that.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun. It's Harold from Harold and Kumar movies.
On Netflix also, right?
Yeah, on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
It's based upon this Japanese Japanimation comic slash cartoon.
Yeah, I would say Adult Swim had the cartoon.
Yeah,
I think that's also on Netflix. I think too, the animated series. Okay. I think you could see there too now. Yeah,
maybe it was. I would say HBO Max has a lot of Adult Swim stuff. I don't know if that moved over as well, but yeah, in any event, yeah.
Now the show itself is good. It's a fun action flick. It's post-apocalyptic. I mean, it's in the future. It's space stuff. It's gritty. It's rated R. Bounty hunters. It's funny. Got the female lead with them is fun to look at.
So she could be a hero because she's attractive, but.
Thank you. Now you're seeing it.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, Nick. Thanks for calling that out.
I'm guessing she's white.
Kind of sexist, but no, she's Asian.
Oh wow! Way to branch out, Dean. Good job.
First of all, Nick, I love Asian people, their culture. I am fan of Asian females.
Okay.
They
How
are
original? Because no white guys like those, but yeah, okay.
Oh, so you don't like Asian females? Okay, well
they're just as good as every other female.
To each his own.
All right, so did you enjoy it?
Brian just stopped us before we went really bad. Okay. Yes, I enjoyed it.
I'm fine. I'm only worried about you, but I'm fine.
I'm worried about me too. I would give it I'd probably give it 5. 5 to 6 interruptions. It wasn't the best. I'm willing to give it more episodes. I only watched the first one, and then I got busy, and then but yeah, I'm willing to check out some more.
Yeah, I saw the first couple episodes as well. Definitely, like you say, a lot of fun, over the top fighting scenes, meant to be comic booky, type entertainment. So, yeah, I agree with you. It's entertaining. It's definitely worth a look. Yeah.
And one more thing that I want to bring up, and Brian, you can touch on this too, and we will probably, I know we will talk more about it. Hawkeye came out.
Yes.
They dropped the first 2 episodes, and it starts slow. It's not exactly what I was expecting so far, but interesting. What's her name? The
Haley Steinfeld.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, she's good. I don't know. It's not my favorite so far, but it's okay. It has a little bit to be desired in the action sequences. Some good fighting scenes, but it's not bad.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it. I like Jeremy Renner. I mean, he's good, and
but it's not about him as much as it should be.
It's okay. He's not, but he's not. You got to set up the future.
But he's Hawkeye.
Yeah, but
don't call it Hawkeye. It's not about Hawkeye.
Yeah, but clearly they're setting up to where Haley Steinfeld is going to take a more prominent role there, whether she is the eventual heir of Hawkeye or Ronin or something like that. So we'll see where it goes. But
I'm looking forward to the one series coming out. The Incredible Hulk. It's all about the Incredible Hulk's barber. It's going to be fantastic.
They're not going to replace the Hulk. They're probably going to replace Hawkeye. I mean, Jeremy Renner can't play that role forever. So these, that first wave of Avengers, they're all eventually going to start phasing out more. I mean, and bring on more of these secondary characters in some respects to step up to that mantle.
I was going to say that's going to be interesting to see how well that translates.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be interested in the next wave. Because really catch me.
We advertise ourselves as a pop and nerd culture podcast, but upon doing this, I mean, they're in the nerd category. Yes, we all have our nerdy things, but we are not the proper nerds to really delve. I mean, as far as deep comic book characters, deep cuts and stuff. We just there's some that I mean, maybe
I can, but
I mean, maybe, but it's, you know what I mean? How far down the rabbit hole are you going to go? I guess that's the goal for them, is to see how much they can make you cling to a character or storyline, and you follow that trail. You know what I mean?
Okay. Well, look at it this way, Nick. It's kind of like professional wrestling. Now, if you look at, say, Hulk Hogan and Ultimate Warrior, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And you look at today's, whatever the storylines now, they didn't, at no time did they just stop something and just start over. It's been a continuous storyline, and I think that's kind of the idea of what Marvel's do.
Or a soap opera, to just be everybody's just always moving into the next thing.
Yeah. And then, so, this storyline is in this universe. It's still the same. It just evolved and changed, and this person did this, and this person fought this, and
there lies the trick in any form of film or video, any sort of franchise.
Yeah.
Because you have to not only string the same audience along, but be able to bring in new people along the way and make them care, even if they haven't seen the shit that started, when they were babies or something like that. You know what I mean? By the time all these storylines progress, you have to make the kids that were born in, when Avengers came out, care about these characters down the line.
Well, that's actually part of Hawkeye, is you have that the Haley girl. It shows her as a kid watching the Battle of New York.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool, very cool.
From her, house that got or apartment in New York that got blown up. She's standing in the rubble watching Hawkeye, and it showed the scene of him falling and shooting the arrow backwards from her angle. But it's the same exact shot. It's just you see it from her perspective. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, and that's what motivated her, she wanted to step up Hawkeye, is she wanted to protect her family. And with the one thing that was cool, you'll see it when you go back and
that's
back and watch
fucking
it.
obnoxious, but all right.
If you go back and watch it, I like the fact that they didn't have to explain her whole trajectory. She was a young girl, and they actually did it. They did it in the opening montage to where they show an animated young girl growing up, training, winning awards, doing more, learning how to fight. And that's all you need to know. The next thing you know, she's a teenager. She's got these skills. You didn't have to watch her train, didn't care about watching her train. They did it very nicely in the montage, and here we are.
But they do better in that now than like some of the event, like for example, Hawkeye. They say he was some sort of military. That's all you've ever known about him.
Mm-hmm.
This, at least, some of these characters, they're having the chance, especially with these television shows, they're giving them the chance to explain a little bit and explain that why this person, like Shang-Chi, it shows how he can be thrown out a window and kicked by 50 guys and still get up. It shows why he can do this. Like, as a regular human being, why he can go take all of this shit and still get up. You know, so it's a backstory of explaining rather than just going, he's military. He probably just trained for years or something. They show it.
Yep.
So
Well,
I like that aspect of it.
Sure. Yep. Anyway, Hawkeye is worth a look. Check it out. I like the fact that they're setting up to where you're trying to figure out who the ultimate bad guy is. There's, they're going to lead up to some big reveal at some point. There's rumors. It could even be the Kingpin. Don't know. So we'll see. We'll kind of see where it goes. And I don't know. They're setting it up nicely. I'm entertained.
Yeah.
I like it. I'm interested to see where it goes. And plus, I like the fact that it's set at Christmas time, with these holidays. I just like that stuff anyway. So that's
now speaking
cool
of big reveals.
Mm-hmm.
I have a big reveal for our audience.
Yes.
You were about to go grab yourself a drink.
That's right.
And we're going to give you that opportunity because you're about to settle in for part 2 of this episode.
That's correct.
Before that, enjoy the beautiful dulcet tones of one Statman, Brian Fisher.
Only on a podcast, not available on YouTube.
We'll be back in a minute. Welcome back to Convincing Idiots. This segment brought to you by
Millennial Santa.
Millennial Santa.
Mm-hmm.
Also,
Too cool
right.
for the third hoe.
Did you know that Millennial Santa actually does not take a sled anymore? Like, because
No?
a sleigh is very, and the reindeer and all that shit. Like, the reindeer are cool because the reindeer got to work. So you definitely got to have the reindeer. But a sleigh is bulky. A sleigh is large. A sleigh is not nearly as energy efficient. I don't know if many people know this, but
not hip either.
Santa's sleigh is not nearly as energy efficient as many people might think. I mean, my God, it is a big ass sleigh. It's got a large sack of toys in the back and things like that.
So does the Millennial Santa.
But he does. He has a very large sack. But Millennial Santa, amongst all other things, other than being a Santa for millennials, but is also, obviously, in keeping with tradition, very magical. So he doesn't need this big ass sleigh. You can fit that. You could fit that big ass sack on just about anything because it's magic. He is magic.
Like your face.
You can fit it on something way more energy efficient, way smaller, way more compact, and way easier to get around on with your reindeer. And what is that? When I think of energy efficiency, I think of electric. When I think of being compact, I think about something small, the bare essentials. I'm talking wheels. I'm talking something like a bike. Do you know where Santa goes? For his energy-efficient, compact way to get around the world. RPM Bike Shops. That's right. RPM Bike Shop is a place located in Carrollton, Ohio, not too far from here. So we're very proud to be just in the vicinity of the choice of Santa Claus, Millennial Santa Claus, where he goes to get his transportation around the world on that very special night that we all depend on him. So if you would like the dependability that Millennial Santa relies on, you should go on Facebook. You should type in RPM Bike Shop. They have electric bikes for you. You can have an electric bike just like the pros have, just like Santa Claus, okay? You won't get the reindeer with it, but you will get an electric bike. They are fantastic. They are located in Carrollton, as I said. Their phone number is 330-808-7792. There you can reach them if you would like to go out there and check out some of the bikes they have. We strongly suggest that you do so. They are fantastic. Santa trusts them, so why the hell shouldn't you? Millennial Santa endorsed RPM Bike Shops, Carrollton, Ohio. Go check them out on Facebook.
Fantastic. Don't be an idiot.
Don't be an idiot.
Check them out.
Yep.
Speaking of idiots here, guys.
Mm-hmm. Dane.
Yeah, he just read the commercial read.
That's right. There you go. We're going to start the cricket noise.
I thought we were throwing. I thought we were throwing to racist.
We are.
Okay, sorry, I didn't.
So
yeah.
that's right.
No,
So
We're
no,
throwing
you can't
racist.
call me. No, that's not a good name. You can't do.
I thought it was.
No.
Yeah.
You can't.
Honey race stick. Honey racist stick. Dean, is that what it was? What you said off the top of the
That's
show?
reaching. I mean,
Okay,
I'll give you.
okay,
I'll
okay.
give you a B for effort. But
Okay. All right, Dean. Who's a bigger idiot than me that thinks mustaches can exist alone or with a beard? Who's a bigger idiot than Nick who thinks that? Go ahead, Dean.
Nicholas,
I don't
what
know.
are you asking for?
Yes.
Do
what
you,
are we talking about?
perchance, have someone that you find to be your personal idiot of the week?
There you go.
I love when he does that.
Mhm.
Now we may proceed.
I do have an idiot of the week. This story, it might be a little old, but it is not
Idiots of the
loading on
last
my
6 months.
tablet
That's
right
it, yeah.
now.
The last 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Idiots of
Right.
2021.
Mm-hmm.
No, this New Jersey man caught allegedly not allegedly, I mean, he admitted it, urinating on a memorial of a 9-year-old cancer victim.
Jesus.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
And he filmed it. He was very drunk. He filmed it for one of these fucking snap chicks or Twitter things. I don't know. Some social thing. He filmed it. He was very drunk. And his dad, he worked for his dad. And the reason they knew that is because he was wearing the plumbing shirt in the video. Yeah.
So somebody saw the shirt and called the company or something? Is it?
Yeah. Yep. And his dad fired him, as he should.
Good boy.
Apologized to the family, said he's an embarrassment. He said the father and the plumbing owner said, I take full responsibility because apparently I did not raise him properly.
I only gave him a job to upkeep with his parole requirements. Like I didn't even.
Right.
What the fuck?
And the guy even came
He's
out
a
and said,
douche. He sucks.
the guy, came out and said on the record, I don't even remember being there. He goes, I saw the video. I can't apologize enough. What I did was abhorrent and, just awful.
So these are all logical things and reactions. Is there a reason? Was it a random grave that this guy picked out to piss on and didn't know? Or was there some vendetta against this poor
No, I think that
boy?
they were probably, it was probably just him and a couple buddies hammered out of their minds in a park. And this was a memorial, not an actual grave.
Oh, okay.
It was a memorial for this child who lost his battle with cancer, and the drunk idiots probably thought it would be funny to just pee on that thing and take a video of it for TikTok or whatever the kids do on
whatever the breath mint social app is that they
on the
use.
interwebs.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
I have a very important question.
sure.
Did his dad pay him his Christmas bonus?
I'll have to look into it, but I doubt it.
Okay.
I would say, being that this happened in May, he missed.
He missed it.
the mark.
He missed the cutoff slightly. Business is business.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's right.
Absolutely. You got it.
Well,
Yeah.
It is
Your
a different
decisions
situation.
will warrant if you are visited
Yeah.
by 3 ghosts.
It is a different
but,
situation, that's for sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's incredible. That is. I guess in my head, I keep thinking that this man must have. Yes, you're inebriated, right?
Mhm.
You're.
Sure.
I'm just trying to find solace. In the
We've
fact
all
that
made bad decisions.
this guy didn't know the background of the story of the memorial. Maybe, right? He didn't know who he was. He saw a memorial and oh, it's a sacred thing. Wouldn't it be funny if I pissed on it because I'm drunk and I'm stupid and I'm a dickhead? Like, I feel like in the deepest depths of your levels, we've all been to levels of hammered before that we are not proud of.
Watch this, guys.
Would you ever put yourself in that mindset if you can?
Yeah, we've all
while
been
you're
there.
still conscious.
Maybe
while
not
you can,
that
while you can,
awful.
could you still find it in you, in your morality, to knowingly go and urinate on the memorial of a kid,
Dead child?
a
No.
dead child, not only a dead child, but a dead child that was taken too soon due to cancer?
Yeah.
Would you have been have you ever reached a level of drunk to where
I've never
you have
been. No.
I've been to some serious levels of drunk.
Me
I've
too.
done some stupid shit back in the day.
Mhm.
I
Yep.
have used the poorest of judgment. However, that level of I don't know whatever to call it. I don't even, heinousness. I don't think I've ever been there where if I would have ever known in my drunk ass brain that that's what this is, that you could, that's just a morality thing. Like there's just no way. So I keep trying to tell myself that this guy he just maybe didn't know. Like I know there's shitty people in the world, but I like to try to think that this guy's just kind of a fuck up and a loser, and he drinks too much. Maybe he's an alcoholic, he's AA or something.
Right.
Maybe not like.
Or you have shitty
awful piece of
friends.
shit.
You know how we've all been with those drunk
somebody
friends while
there
you're drunk,
knew what the deal was.
and you kind of egg on the person. Maybe it's like a joke. It's like, oh, what is that?
Yeah.
And then somebody makes an awful joke. Wouldn't it be funny? Oh yeah, you should do that. Who, me? Yeah, come on, you should do it. Yeah, you should video it. You know what I mean?
I'm sure that's part of it too.
Steamrolls and gets out of hand. Because we all have shitty friends. I mean, mine's Nick.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's a weird flip of the script there. But all right.
What?
I'm your shitty friend?
Are you saying that
of the two fathers that take their children to the movies together, and you're the one that doesn't like the Mexican Family Story, I'm the shitty friend?
No.
Interesting.
No.
Interesting.
It had nothing to do with the ethnicity of the combatants in the stupid movie. It was
Combatants? What do you see them as, like violent people? Like what's that deal? What's that about?
because it was a shitty movie. I felt like it was just battering my brain. This isn't about. Okay, we've already done
Brian,
reviews.
can we cancel Dean yet? Or like, what's
You
the?
can
I mean, we've already
cancel
had
my
complaints
balls.
about
That's what
his
you can do.
vernacular. Can we like move on? Like, jeez.
All right, so who's your idiot, Nick?
You're fucking.
It's fucking Dean. Like, he's just being like, I can't even with this guy anymore. It's Dean.
Again,
I feel
just
like I'm
Ted
gonna-
Cruz. It's unfair to
he's
put
a
me there
Chico.
because I will always fucking win. Not fair.
Of the three of us, he's the most likely to pee on the memorial. Of
Absolutely,
the cancer patient.
absolutely.
But that's
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Dean-
actually, that's probably
Yeah.
accurate.
yeah.
Dean would do it knowingly, though. If he was
We
going to do it, he
promise
would
we
do
will
it
get.
knowingly.
We promise we'll
Yeah.
get rid of him if he does that.
Yeah.
No, we all obviously
I
like.
would hope so.
Just for the record, I like to give Dean a hard time. He's fun. He's a good person. He likes to proclaim himself as a piece of shit, but he's a lot better person than he likes to let on. So, no,
Watch your mouth.
Well, I always do when I'm around you because Dean's a little date rapey too. But
I watch your mouth
anyway,
too.
Anyway,
Here,
no,
it's like feeding a kid with the here comes the airplane. Instead, I'm not using a spoon.
Nick, who's your idiot of the week?
my idiot of the week. I was actually going to circle back and make it not Dean, but I feel like it is again. Like it's just him again. He just keeps making it known. No, my idiot of the week is not necessarily one idiot, but a collection of idiots. We all here typically agree on a lot of things, which is why we are not pop and nerd culture aside, we tend to have different opinions on that stuff, but politically and socially speaking, we tend to kind of align. So I'm not here to demonize people, but people who are anti-maskers for the sake of society are, in my opinion, generally just kind of dumb. I get that you don't want to wear a mask. I get that it's inconvenient for you. It might be uncomfortable. Nobody does. Like I'm pro vaccine and pro mask and all that stuff. I don't want to wear a mask. Like I don't want to, but I will if it protects people, and it's whatever. I don't even say that tongue in cheek. Like it's just whatever. There was a group of people. It was almost like a flash dance kind of situation on a London train where people got together and filmed a video, and they made a song about how pointless masks are. And the song is titled, I believe, "Fart in Your Trousers." And the reason is that the song, as it is sung, I wish in this moment I could remember the cadence of it because it seems like it was hastily put together, but for being that, it was relatively catchy. So there's a group of people in London on a train singing a song basically conveying to you that what is wearing a mask like? Wearing a mask is like trying to keep a fart in your trousers. So they're telling you that masks are pointless because, I loosely get the logic, right? Like the air travels still. I mean, we've all been there. We've all been at work and fucking ripped one, and somebody walks down the aisle and we're like, shit, they're going to know it's me. And they know that you have...
But what they don't realize, if you back up against a wall and fart, yes, you may smell it, but you're not going to get shit splattered on the wall.
Okay.
That's the difference. That you said if they, you get the logic of them farting and you still smell it, so that's still
okay.
You're stopping the particles of the disease your pants are stopping the particles of shit hitting the wall.
Okay. So that is, I get that, but the equivalent would be, and there is a diagram for this. I strongly suggest you look it up if you haven't seen it already. I'm sure a lot of people probably have by this point in COVID, but if someone is pantsless with you and you are also pantsless and they are urinating on you, you are getting wet.
Yes.
The urine is the COVID, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're both naked and pantsless and someone's pissing on you, you're going to get pissed on. However, if that person is wearing jeans or pants of any sort, or rather, let's say it this way: if you are wearing, you as the person accepting the COVID or piss in this scenario, if you are being peed on, of course it is, you are going to get damp. You are going to get wet. There is going to be pee that touches your skin for sure after what is saturated through your jeans. However, if both of you are wearing jeans, the urine will not travel from out of that person and through you, out of their jeans, through your jeans, and onto your skin. So that is kind of
you're not getting a second date.
Diorama of COVID, right? So anyway, my idiots of the week are the people singing on a train, basically that fart in your fart in your trousers is the equivalent of wearing a mask. That a mask serves as your trousers, and the COVID is the fart. The more accurate representation, if we must dumb it down to this very basic level of defecating on one another, it must be the one that is pissing through jeans. That has to be the one that, if it helps you understand, I hope I've touched a life out there. I hope I've touched
It's
one
still a
person
clever name.
who has listened to me that was before, masks are silly. Masks are dumb. Why are we wearing masks? It's not a cure. Of course it's not a fucking cure. But if that person wears a mask and you wear a mask, well, goddamn, you just might avoid.
Well, of course I won't wear
That
a
goddamn
condom. Condoms aren't a cure for AIDS.
Yeah.
Yep, you hear stuff like this. It's shocking that the pandemic still is continuing
Yeah,
and we
no
continue
shit,
to have
right?
other variants. So
It's not though. When you look around, like
Mhm.
even in your personal life, and you like people you know and converse with as much as you may not enjoy it, it's not that surprising.
Next week we'll teach Nick sarcasm.
Yep.
To get. Oh, was that what you were doing?
Yes.
Oh, okay. My bad. Maybe when the rest of my beard comes in, I'll understand it.
Well, mine ties to COVID as well. So we had a Texas man.
Ted Cruz, God damn you, Brian. Leave him alone. Stop bringing him up. You can't win with him every time.
Not this time. So a Texas man was sentenced on Monday. So last Monday, to over 9 years in prison for fraudulently obtaining COVID-19 relief funds that he used for the purchase of a Lamborghini and other expenses. So Lee Price III, who pleaded guilty in September to wire fraud and money laundering charges, received $1.6 million in PPP loan funds by falsifying his applications.
Brian said PP, Dean.
Yep, that's right. All ties together. And on the applications, he used the name of a person who died before the documents were submitted.
So it's strong.
That's right. So in the paperwork, he fudged payroll expenses, the number of employees he purportedly had at 3 separate businesses, according to court docs. So he used some of the ill-gotten gains to buy a Lamborghini, a Ford F-350 truck, and a Rolex watch. But the DOJ, Department of Justice, had recovered over $700,000 in the fraudulently obtained money thus far. So,
damn,
falsified information, money that's supposed to go to legitimate people in need, and he goes out and you don't want to keep things on the down low, where you've somehow gotten all this money, where you might have been able just to sort of skate if you lived quietly and not go crazy. No. All of a sudden you show up with a fucking Lamborghini,
right,
a truck, and a Rolex watch. It's just like, clearly this guy just fell into some money and something is strange. Got caught, thrown in jail. Karma sometimes does have a way to kind of work its way out there.
You know what the dumbest part of that story is, probably? That's probably overlooked, but what are you going to show all this shit off to?
That's right.
If you're locked down, you can't fucking go anywhere.
Right.
Yeah,
who's going to see your Lamborghini or your Rolex?
Yeah.
Well, you can drive with the windows up and just honk. People look out their window, I guess.
It's not the fucking Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. People aren't standing at the windows waiting for your stupid-ass Lamborghini to come around the block. Fuck this guy. Like, what an idiot.
You have your arm out the window showing the goddamn Rolex.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Just so you can look at it and get an erection for yourself so you can jerk off. Like, what a loser.
All right, okay.
What an
but
idiot.
in his defense, you're telling me if you could afford a Rolex, you wouldn't at least fucking masturbate at least one time with it on?
I don't know that would be a thing for me, honestly.
No, just something shiny.
It's not a selling point. I mean, masturbation's pretty good on its own, just, down to the grassroots. I don't think I need a Rolex to enhance my experience.
You tell me you never use something like weird or something, right? Like, you ever have like one? You know the
Brian is
scraper.
squirming right now. He does not
You
like
know,
where this
you
is
know
going.
the scraper thing. You scrape your window. If we're from Ohio, so
a
it gets
window
icy.
brush for the
Yeah, but they have like the bear mitten.
Yes, I have one,
outside
a
of
polar
it.
bear one. Yeah, I
Yeah,
do.
yeah. You ever take off the scraper,
The
part?
scraper.
Yeah, and licked it.
So Nick,
no.
who is your selection of idiot of the week? We have a guy
Again, it's
masturbating with
fucking
weird
Dean
things.
because he won't stop talking about jerking
Right.
off with bear paws. Like I feel like it's Dean. He wasn't really formally introduced as a candidate, but like I feel like it should be Dean.
You've never
Masturbating with
done
weird
it.
things.
You can't knock it.
Yep. Completely off the rails.
Okay.
Just lick it. And you got to
right.
go with the grain of the hair, though. Lick it.
Mm-hmm. So we have
Just like the bears do.
We have Dean with the weird masturbation objects.
Is he? Can I vote for him?
Yeah, he's in the running now. We have the Texas man fraud ripping off COVID-19 funds.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the drunk guy peeing on a cancer memorial, and we have the whole trainload of idiots singing about how masks are.
Can I just point
useless.
out how ridiculous it will be, Dean, if you legitimately beat out a guy pissing on a dead child, a deceased cancer patient who is a child's memorial for jerking off with bear paws.
Mm-hmm.
As much as you are, and believe me, you have made a valiant effort. You are certainly in the running, but I cannot give you the title today. You are second runner-up.
Thank you.
But definitely the douche on the memorial with the urinating is. I mean, that's just despicable. It's that is my official vote.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I agree. There's idiots, singing about not getting vaccines or or the mask being bad. Yeah, I mean, it's silly and stuff, and it's not a good message. But how do you beat? And yes, what is the guy? He stole from what was the charity he stole from?
It was COVID-19 relief funds.
Okay. But it's still pissing on a cancer kid's grave or memorial. That's lower. I mean, I'm a low motherfucker, but that's pretty goddamn low.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna agree.
Hell yeah, you tried like hell. I mean, you actually made the running.
I went out
without
of my
actually
way
being
in
submitted.
this episode.
And still couldn't beat this guy, so he must be the worst.
I mean, you think that now, but wait until for your birthday, I'm going to get you a bear claw.
So yeah. So this
the
guy
way you've talked it up, it sounds like a nice present, actually. But go ahead, Brian.
Not bad.
Yep.
Yeah. So this guy's just probably drunk out of his mind. You don't know, but like you say, when you're drunk, though, there's something there. Yeah.
There's got to. You have to be in some frame of your morality to be like, no, like this is
most things that people do when they're that drunk. There's something about you that you've lowered your barriers enough to do what you are capable to do. Sometimes,
right.
Sometimes
that's why
that could be
when
funny.
all of us get drunk, we don't rob a liquor store. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. So there's something to that there, though. So there's definitely something in his DNA. However, it doesn't matter anyways. You guys, it's already 2 or 3, so that guy wins. But the organized people to spend the time to practice and write lyrics to promote a negative
that's actually
message
the impressive part about it.
I was going to say that's
something about public
borderline
health.
admirable.
I think it's
at least was the song
ridiculous.
funny?
It wasn't super deep. It was basically repeating the chorus over and over again.
See, in my head, because it's in England, it sounds like a bunch of guys coming out of like a football match and doing like that kind of chant type song.
Yeah.
That's in my head.
But you also have to keep in mind, for a bunch of people who are of the mindset that wearing a mask is like trying to keep a fart in trousers. The lyrics are very well done. They might as
I'm gonna
well
look
be
it up.
goddamn Adele, because give these people a Grammy, because if they're operating in that headspace, what they have produced in that song, bravo. It's way better than what you could imagine.
I'm gonna listen to
yeah,
it.
sure. It's still not good, but it's for what you could expect. It's very well done.
Okay.
Yes. So
there you go. They have my vote regardless. I think it's an idiotic way to waste your time and promote
that's your
something
vote?
that's supposed to be helping. I picked them, but it doesn't
Okay.
matter. See, the
Wow.
two of the three, the guy on the memorial wins it this week, and we are almost out of time.
Well,
so,
I was going to say one more thing. I would at least like to commend them because they at least took the time and the preparation to do that song, which honestly, for the three of us, that's more preparation than we even take for this podcast. So they're doing
at least two of us.
A little more than us.
I don't know who you're giving your finger with. I'm there with you. I'm the one. I'm the others guy that doesn't do the fucking.
Brian and I are the two of us. I see. Okay.
No. You and I don't do fucking prep. Brian is the one that does the work.
Oh, I see.
was saying
okay.
you and I don't do shit.
Yes, correct. Yes, Brian. Once again, it is our time every third or fourth episode or so to appreciate what you do for us. So we thank you. All joking aside and all that shit, we've mentioned it many times on the podcast, but Brian does most of what, if you're following us on anything, he does most of that stuff. He's doing the editing and what you can visualize of us and hear of us.
And what you don't see.
That's all Brian.
Right?
Yeah.
Like you don't know that all of the awful shitty jokes that I say are not off the top of my head. He writes them.
Yeah, Dean's actually not a racist. Brian is. Brian writes all those jokes.
I'm not. Yeah. I actually barely say anything, throughout my whole week. I'm a very quiet and reserved person. Brian writes my material.
Dean's mellow. He wears cardigans and drinks herbal tea, but Brian's like kind of,
maybe I'm the idiot of the week, actually. Yeah. Now that you put it that way. All right, so anything, guys? Anything you're looking forward to? Just real quick, anything caught your eye?
I am, yes. Something that caught my eye over the weekend, big time. I'm looking forward to the next decade of reign of the Michigan Wolverines. Go Blue! There we go.
See. We'll see next year.
Brian can edit that out.
Yeah, I don't get hung up on that. It's some guys are. It ruins their complete weekend. We're just sports. It's just entertainment.
Like I've always said, is when the Ohio Center for Broadcasting puts up a football team, then I'll have stakes in it. But until then, I enjoy watching good football.
It's just this week. Go ahead.
I was to say it's mostly. I mean, I do support Michigan, and I mean, I'm not a big hockey guy, so they pump a lot into Michigan hockey and stuff like that. But football, I don't really pay a lot of attention to football. I follow Michigan. It is definitely more important to me when they play Ohio State, but same thing. It's just fun to be a part. That rivalry is fun. It's fun. And it's fun to give shit and take shit and all that stuff. So it's all good. But
that's when it's good. That's when it's fun. Yep. All right, well, guys, we can keep going on here all evening here, but looking at the time, about time to wrap things up here, gentlemen. So Nick, do you mind, sir, reminding the folks out there where we can be seen and heard, please?
Well, I don't mind one damn bit, Brian. Let me tell you where they can find us. They can find us if they go to our Convincing Idiots link tree. That's LINKTREE. And there, just like a trio links, you will find links to Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Instagram, the email, all that shit. Also where you can listen to our podcast. So type in Convincing Idiots link tree into your Google search bar. They will take you there. As well as, if you want to go straight to the source, convincingidiots.wordpress, WORDPRESS.com. There you're going to find all those goodies that I just mentioned, as well as some things about us, as well as ways you can support the show and things like that if you wish to do so. So we look forward to that, as well as, like I said, we did a 1-year anniversary at Ignite Brewing Company, right? We enjoyed being out with people. So if anybody is listening out there, would like to join us, we would like to do things more like that in the future. So please feel free to reach out, email us, let us know what you like to hear us talk about, what you don't like to hear us talk about. Anything you want, man. We're an open slate. So we like to invite more people in on this. So we're enjoying ourselves. We hope you are as well. So
and if you want pictures of Brian's feet, let us know.
That's right.
It's doable. It's doable. They're in my favorites on my camera roll. So
Buy one, get 4 free for Christmas.
I can get to them quickly and easily. So for this episode of Convincing Idiots, I am Millennial Nick.
Zennial Dean.
Yo, 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 I'm Millennial Santa, a.k.a. Gen X Brian.
Have we convinced you? The Dean might not actually be a racist, but a decent person.
Hey.
Maybe tune in again.
Jury's out. Jury's out.